Nishimasu. And starting with Zazen, check in with your spine. Releasing the shoulders down. Consciously releasing the abdomen. When you form your shape, a hand shape is called a mudra. That shape, let it rest in the lap, and then let weight settle underside through your whole body, including the backs and bottoms of your hands. All the weight settles. And releasing more and more tension with each exhale. And as you relax and release, let your spine be even taller and more open. So instead of relaxing and slumping, which is what most people do, we have to use more awareness and intention. Awareness to notice if we're slumping, and using intention to align our body. So as we release more and more tension and we'll relax, for any slumping, relaxing, use your intention to keep the spine nice and long and tall. Everything else settles down. Okay. So, Senpai, one of you come forward and lead us in a couple warm-ups. Dozo. Yeah, maybe one more. Yeah. Domo arigato, Senpai. Senpai, onegaishimasu. Okay, heels close, knees bent, hands and mind at your center. Just circles. And back to center. Send the mind the other way. Body will follow. Good, shoulders. Good, and rolling the head along the chest. Center and up, and a little turn. Good. Chin up to the ceiling, chin down to the chest. Breathing the whole way. Good. Now, walking your feet out and back in. Warms up the ankles. Okay. Weight settle to the feet. A little wider. Scooping down and behind. Bring your hips forward. Arch back, stretch back. Sink into a squat. Stretch forward. Sink into the hips. Big circle behind you. Hips bring you forward and up. Arching back, stretching. Deep squat, stretching. Good. Now, front rotations, one way and then the other. Okay, clasping your hands, circle one way, vertically, then the other way. And use your hips and legs, shifting the weight. Good. And now horizontal, continuous. Remember to turn right over to the side, turn to the other side. Again, using your, not your upper body, legs and hips. Shifting the weight, turning the hips. Send your mind the other way. Remember to turn all the way to the side. Good. Long stance, arching. Breathe through that arch. Forward through the fingertips. Stretch that front leg. And knee down. Press the hips forward. Little arch there. And dropping down inside that leg. Lean back. Straighten that leg and stretch the back of it. And up. Other leg forward. Long stance. Arch. Big arc forward. Breathing the whole time. Knee down. Push the hips forward. Stretch the front of the hip. Arch. And come inside that leg. See if you can get your elbows to the floor. And straighten that leg stretch. and up. Shaking the hands. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth for 3 drops. Breathe in, fill the belly. Breathe out. And swing the arms this way. And then more sideways. Camp the knee. Oh, your dad has to join class now. Okay, and then knee up and rotate out. Knee up and rotate out. Good, okay. Let's do some new program work, new techniques. Of course, a lot of the last program was devoted to palm heel strike. And that's the best strike to learn as your first strike, perhaps one of the best to learn. Next is palm or hammer fist. So that's using this side here. The same side we use for shomanuchi, yokunuchi. Same side of the hand, except the fingers are out of the way, they're curled up. Okay, so it's called hammer fist, I think for obvious reasons, like a hammer. Very, very, very solid. Very solid. So, in fact, try hitting your palm. Feel how solid that is. Very, very solid strike, very solid tool. The fist, of course, we want a good solid fist, so we roll our fingers in and place the thumbs out of the way. So we don't want our thumb tip sticking out like that, and we certainly don't want our thumbs inside. Okay, senpai, can either one of you tell me why we do not want the thumbs inside like that? Can you think of a reason?
Because if we punch, then it's going to hurt our thumb or crack it.
Yeah, if you're going to use that, you squeeze your fist like you should squeeze your fist, of course, to make it strong and hard. You could actually dislocate your own thumb. And of course, if you have your thumb sticking out, it might get in the way. It's easy for it to get in the way or be pulled. So curl the fingers, and then we fold the thumb on top. And whenever we have a closed hand, fist, we want the wrist totally straight. I don't want to have this action normally, and I don't want to have this action. Nice and straight. Okay. So let's practice from the same training stance we do the palm heel strike. It's a basic, classic training stance, which is the horse stance. Of course, that's really basic, really helpful stance because we get to develop the strength of our legs and hips and learn to use the whole body. Okay. Okay, so just like before, shift the weight and turn the hips. Shift the weight and turn the hips. Same use of the body. And again, we're generating our power from the ground, not just our own body, next to the ground, so you can use that power, use that stability. Okay, now instead of striking straight out, it's actually just like shomanuchi. We're going to do various angles for the hammer fist, including even the other side of the hammer. We're even going to learn to use the top side of the hammer fist. Lots of different angles, but we're going to start with just like shomanuchi. So it comes over our head and down. over our head and down. See, I'm using my weight and my hips. It's all using the weight and the unified movement of your hips. So yes, I'm bringing that above my head to gather momentum and potential energy. And then I turn my hips and sink. Turn my hips and sink. Right now, we're doing straight down. And let's say the target is somewhere about that level. So you need to finish a little past that level, striking through the target. Yeah, right now, working the timing, coordination, get the entire body working together, all to generate power at the end of that strike. Now, you might notice that my other hand is active. We're always talking about basic shomanuchi. Other hand's active for defense or offense. Same thing here. We want to protect ourselves. So I don't want to just do one hand and not use the other one. It's ready. Yeah, so that takes some concentration and coordination. So take your time. Yeah, Titus, I like how you're coming up and dropping. That's getting a lot of power. Yeah, Siler, that's very efficient. That's a very small, efficient move. Very nice. That's looking very sharp. Okay, good, good. Excellent, both of you. Okay. So that's the most basic training. Now, let's go back into the horse stance and we'll do some other angles. Same process, all from the legs and hips. And now we're going to do a hammer fist horizontally, Yoko. So palm will be down. And I use my hips. And so the target's going to be right in front. So I'm going to go a little bit past that target. So in other words, I'm not going to go all the way here, just like we were doing in the sword work and with tactics. We don't want to be totally open. Our sword tip is still towards our partner. Going, we don't create an opening. So I go through the target, but not away. Okay, so we go sideways, and then the other hand, sideways, sideways. That's it. Yeah, and those knees. So your target's going to be right in front where you started. You have to generate power before you get to that spot. So I don't want to go here and then have power. That's after the fact. It's too late. I want to generate all the power I can right before contact. That's looking very good. Looking very good. Excellent. Now, we can have palm up too. Use the same part of the fist coming this way, coming this way. So instead of having palm down, I can have now palm up, palm up, palm up, palm up. Same striking surface, but now it's palm up. Yes. The shoulders are down. Use those legs. Okay. Also, I know you guys have rebreakable boards. If you still have them, hammer fist is a really good technique to work on those boards. So if they're holding it here, angled up a little bit, slight angle up, because you're coming down. But you can also do it for this one and this one. So they would be holding it there, coming across, coming across. And if they're holding it here, coming across. So you can use that on those rebreakable boards. So coming across here, here, coming across. Okay, now some footwork. We're going to start in a Hami no Kamai. We could be in the guard position like we did with the palm heel strikes. And that would be good too. But we're gonna go back to the traditional martial arts position where you're holding like staff or sword. We're gonna go into our Hami no Kamae. This one, I'm simply going to step forward. This is going to be exactly like Showman. The same timing, same mechanics. Remember, I push off that back foot, turn the hips. That's what drives my sword up. And as I step with all my weight, land with all my weight, that's the power for the Showman cut. I also want to make sure I don't lean and break that line, all those things, exactly the same. The only difference is instead of this shape, it's going to be this shape. That's the only difference. Okay, so let's do a few together slowly. It can come up just like Showman, exactly, except it's going to be in a fist. So each, and then you can relax it when you come back into Hami no Kamae again. After you finish the strike, your hand will open as you step back. Knee. Good. Siler, nice alignment. You're facing the camera so I can see that when you finish, all this is a very nice line. That's very good. Good alignment. Stomp. Yes. Chi. Oh. Rope. Siege. Touch. Okay, both of you are looking very, very good. You're really looking like good martial artists. Really sharp. You're keeping your posture. When you finish your strike, you're keeping your hands here in front aligned. And I notice both of you, when you do your strike, you're keeping your elbow a little bit bent and pointed towards the ground, not pointed out. You're getting all those things. Looking very sharp. Now on the other side. Each. Knee. Of course, we want to breathe out when we strike. On. Keep your shoulders down, knees bent. Knee. Go. Make sure you don't rock forward with your momentum. Keep your hips under your head. Seats. Touch. Good form, guys. Excellent. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. So we did standing stance and we had palm up, palm up, palm up. That's what we're going to do now. Palm up, palm up, palm up. Okay, so it's going to be the same step, starting in the same place, but as my foot lands and my weight drops, I'm going to do, it's just like a yokomen strike, but instead of 45 degrees or less, it's going to be basically horizontal. So it's not the same angle as we normally do yokomen. It's going to be the same dynamics. I step, I turn my foot and my hip. I step, I turn my foot and my hip. Starts here just like Showman. As I land the weight and turn the hip, that's what makes the angle. So again, if you work with the rebreakable board, you can measure the distance in my eye, and you step in, and as your weight lands, you do that strike. Okay, so let's do a few here slowly. Starts just like before. At each, it's straight across. Yeah, that's it. Nice straight line across. Neat. Yeah, sharp. On. Cheek. Go. Rope. Siege. Tyler, you're looking really sharp today. Touch. Yeah. And even your stance, really sharp, Tyler. Which stance? Each. All right, nice. Knee. Turn the hips. Yeah, if you turn the hips, that'll drag the fist across. Chi. Go. Roke. Teach. Touch. Good work. Let's do a couple more, the same side. And Titus, I want you to be a little bit higher with your strike. The movement's good, form is good, working is good. It's about here. Let's make it to about your jaw level. So up. Okay, so let's do a few more. Let's do the same side because I think it was mainly this side was a little bit low. So think of a target at about your jaw level. Each. Yeah, so Titus, I wanted the other side. Knee. San. Chi. That's right, Titus. Silo, that's looking very good. Go. Excellent. Okay. Okay, now we're going to finish with doing the palm down. And for that, we're going to do a slide step. So this is going to start a little bit different. So I'm going to start from here. This is where I chamber it. Instead of starting from here, like Shomen and Yokumen, so we had hammer fist, just like Shomen. We had hammer fist, similar to Yokumen, where I'm bringing it up here. Now it's going to chamber to here, basically across to the other shoulder. And as I do my slide step and turn the hips, that's the power delivering the strike. So again, at your jaw or chin level. So let's start very slow. Each. Turn your hips through. Knee. On. Eat. Go. Yeah, Titus, that's good commitment. Rope. Oh, you're coming off a line like Iri Sugiyashi. That's good. Teach. Nice. Touch. Who? Okay, now, so you're basically doing Sugiyashi, which is a very good tactic. Now, let's have a little bit more irimi. We actually step in a bit more. You can still do Sugiyashi, but emphasize the irimi. Okay, same side. Ready? Each. Come in towards me. That's it. Whoa, yes, exactly. Knee. Very sharp, Siler. San. Chi. That's right. Go. Very sharp. Other side. Amino Kamai. Slide step in. We chamber it here across. Turn the hips through as I land that front foot. At chin or jaw level. Each. Knee. On. Yeah, if you guys are coming in, strong Urimi. Go. Roke. Yeah, Titus, you got a real strong hip turn there. Teach. Touch. Who? Ju. Very good, guys. Like I said, your movement is becoming very martial, very strong, very clear. You're starting to look like skillful martial artists. It's very good, very powerful, very controlled, and looks elegant. because your posture is good, your alignment is good as well. Not only do you have power, you're developing power, you have composure mentally and physically, good alignment. Excellent. Okay, miso-gi. Hang out, let your weight sink to your feet. Relax the abdomen. Breathe in, expand from your center, from the hara. Breathe out, gather back to your center. Expanding like a balloon. Emptying and settling like a balloon. And let's just do a little stretch for a wind down because we use those arms and shoulders a lot. Breathing fully the whole time. Good. And now swinging your arms up and down as you bring up one leg. Breathing nice and deep. Good. A light horse stance. Some gentle arm swings, bending those knees. Good. Inch your feet in. And just a little bit more. Expanding, breathing in. Settling back to your center, breathing out. Okay. Hands come to your center. Mind and breath settle to your center. Relaxing and releasing on the out breath. Okay, senpai, let's bow out. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Fantastic work, senpai. See you next time.